it's Greg Boyer from Startup 101. Today I'd like to talk about the steps that are required to successfully start up your own new business. You need to know the right steps, because if you don't follow them, you can potentially lose a lot of money, a lot of time, reputation, and effectively fail your business. Because like many things in life, if the right sequencing and steps aren't followed, you then probably skip important aspects of whatever the task you're doing, and it doesn't go as well as you planned. It actually reminds me a bit of like being an athlete. If you're an athlete and you've got to win the race, like starting a business successfully, you can't just go straight to the finish line. You've got to follow the race course, and literally one step in front of the other. And reminded me last weekend, my daughter had a very big life experience in this regard. She entered into an ultra marathon. Now, I had no idea about ultra marathons, what they consisted of, how hard they were. All I knew that they were harder than a marathon. I've never even tried even a half marathon. So I was very proud of her even just registering for it. This race was 52 kilometres. It wasn't just on a flat track, it was actually in the bush. So they had to go through dry creek beds, wet creek beds, up mountains, down mountains. And yeah, just thinking about it just blew me away, going, how could you do that? But she'd been training for a long time, she'd been prepared. And on the race day, she was ready. She had followed all the right steps prior to the race. She had what they think they call them carbo loaded. She had taken a break for a couple of weeks to give the body a bit of a rest. She had plenty of food and all the right health equipment, right shoes, first aid kit, etc. So she was very well prepared. Still, she had to go through the race. Again, like starting a business, she couldn't just get to the finish line straight away. She had to go through the, I'll call it fun and games, of running the race. Anyway, it was amazing. I was there at the halfway mark because it was 2 laps of 26 kilometres each lap, and she was looking amazingly fresh, unlike a few of the others in the race who weren't doing so well. Anyway, 10 hours and 51 minutes later, she finished at night, and she was stoked. I was stoked. I was so proud of her, being able to achieve such an amazing feat. But as we're driving home, I said, what do you think made the difference? She said, my preparation, Dad, that was the difference. She had prepared well. And like starting a business, if you can prepare well, and go through the right steps, you will get to the finish line, and in this case, a successful business startup, well, and in the right frame of mind, and also, at the end of the day, profitably. So if you don't follow the right steps, well, you then risk of jumping too far ahead of yourself. Like an athlete could be disqualified, in this case, your business could fail, because you've missed out important steps that need to be ticked off before you end up launching your business. Now, the good news is there is a tried and true technique that I know works, because I've used it in 25 plus years of small business startups, and I call it the 3 steps to startup success. And it's 3 simple steps that if you follow these and you do them properly, you will end up having a successful business. Now, the first step is what I call investigate. And investigate is not launching your business, researching your business idea and validating it. Also researching the market where you want to sell your product or service, but also making sure that what you're going into is financially feasible. Once you get past that step, you then go on to step 2, which I call the formulation step. Formulation is taking the information you've found in step 1 and putting it into a plan and put it into a strategy. A lot of the time people put these into business plans, and I'll talk about business plans in future blogs because they can be simple or they can be complex. They don't have to be complex, they can be very simple. But as long as you've put in the right strategies, can be financial strategies, marketing strategies, how you operate your business, etc. in that business plan, well, that's formulating fundamentally how you're going to start up your business and then operate it going forward. So that's step number 2, which is formulate. Step number 3 is what we call launch. Now, launching is taking the strategies like your marketing strategy from your plan and instigating all the tasks that are required to get your business operational. Now, that can be setting up your accounts, that can be possibly engaging employees if you need to do so at the front end. It could be getting all your websites set up, etc. And fundamentally then going to your marketing stage, which is launching the business to the market. Again, I'll talk about that in more detail in future blogs, but the marketing strategy is critical to making sure that when you open the doors or open the website or however you're doing your business, that you get traction straight away. There's a thing called hope marketing, which is hoping that people will come to you. I totally don't agree with that. You need to be strategically smart and make sure that you're proactive with your marketing strategy, so when you do launch to market, you get traction straight away. So they're the 3 steps. Step number 1 is investigate, step number 2 is formulate, and step number 3 is launch. In future blogs, I'd like to go through each of these steps in more detail to give you some understanding of what needs to be done as well as how it is to be done. Also, I've produced an ebook called 6 Startup Mistakes That Will Kill Your Business. If you haven't already got a copy of that, please go to the website, startup101.com. You'll see areas there on the website where you can enter your details, and you'll be able to download a free copy of this guide, which is also a great tool to have when you're starting up your business, so you know what mistakes to avoid. So I hope this blog was helpful for you today. I'd love to hear any comments that you have, any challenges that you've got with your journey of starting up a business. So please leave it in the comments section. If you think this was helpful and you know colleagues, friends or family that also could be helped by this information, please feel free to share the video blog. I'd love to do that. And so hopefully I look forward to speaking to you in more detail on future blogs on the 3 steps to startup success. So thanks for watching today, and remember my little mantra: don't dream about your new business, live your business dream. Thanks for watching again. Speak to you soon. Bye.